Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how I would iron the front pleats. If you've seen my other videos, you know that I don't like ironing my front pleats. Now, my palu pleats, I love ironing them into perfection, but I like the front pleats to look a little bit more organic. But if I was to iron them and pre-prep them, this is how I would do it. Before you start pleating, you want to iron the entire sari. So once you've ironed the entire sari, you want to just hold it around your body. You don't have to tuck it in at this point. So just hold it around your body. I usually tuck it in right around here, start the edge of the sari, and then twirl. And once I get back to my belly button, this is around about where I start pleating my front pleats. So I'm just going to do that now. And I usually take about 6 pleats, so I'm going to just take 6 pleats. The other reason I don't like doing this pre-pleating is it doesn't really give you that much flexibility in terms of deciding on the spot how many pleats you want. You're kind of stuck to it, but it does look nice, especially for bridal. Okay, so when you have your pleats, what you're going to do is stagger them like you normally would while you're draping, ever so slightly. And then once you are happy with how much they're staggered, you want to just add a pin like you would when you're draping. Once you've added that top pin, what you want to do is gather all the pleats as much as possible to the end and kind of just lay it over your ironing board. So you want to fan out these pleats to make sure that they're not the same width here as they are at the top. And once you're happy with that fanned pleat look, you can just pin these in place. Make sure you're capturing all of the pleats. You might have to add a few pins here. Once you're happy with that, what you want to do is turn it over and then pin or iron down only the inside fold. So what you're going to do now is you're going to iron just the inside pleat. So you're not going to iron the outside pleat, and you're going to do it very lightly so you don't press down the outside fold unnecessarily. So it's not like a hard iron, it's just like a very nice pin. So that now all of the inside folds are pressed down, but the outside still has its like puffiness. So now I'm going to pleat the palu. You can check out my palu pleating video to learn how to beautifully pleat your palu. I would also recommend ironing down your chest pleats, and unlike the front pleats, you can really set in these lines just because it'll look that much more neat and clean once draped. Just make sure that you're super happy with how they turn out before using the iron, because once you use the iron, you are committed. And then what I like to do is just lift it up a little bit, and then, so instead of going hard with the lines, I'm just gonna kind of go hard and lift off. So like that transition between straight lines and the natural curve of the sari is smooth and it looks nicely bended. So the reason I iron the inside folds and not the outside is because you want the outside edges of the pleats to be organic, but then when you drape it and you walk and the pleats open up, the inside edge will be defined and it'll give off a nice like pre-pleated look, but still give you that beautiful shape in the sari. And you'll see once I've draped it. So this is the unironed edge, and then you can see here we really ironed the inside edges. So this is the fun part. When you have everything pinned, your drape goes by so much quicker. So let's tuck in the edge. So you're gonna tuck in the front pleats and keep them as a placeholder. And at this point, you can take off the bottom pins that you put in to hold the front pleats in place. And you can see it still has that organic look, but the insides are nicely ironed. Bring the palu around and position it on top of your left shoulder and make sure it's the length of the palu you want. And then bring the edge of the sari that's closest to you around your body. And you should have some extra fabric here. Untuck these front pleats and you can take off this pin because it's holding together that extra pleat. So you just want to let that go. And so you have extra fabric here. And then you want to pin these back together and tuck them in. So once you've tucked in the front pleats, you want to just reach in underneath all the pleats, grab the fabric to the left of you and define your pleats, and then tuck it into your right hip. Okay, and then any extra fabric here, you can just fold forward and pin. I hope you enjoyed this video. I personally don't love the look of really pressed down front pleats. I like the organic look, but with some saris and some fabrics, if you don't guide the fabric a little bit, it'll look too puffy. And so this is kind of the best of both worlds. You can make it look organic and fall beautifully on the outside, but on the inside, you press down the pleats so it has a little bit of structure. I hope you guys try out this little hack, and if you found this useful, give this video a thumbs up. If you have any questions or additional tips and tricks that you want to share with the community, leave them in the comments below. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you in a future video.